Hello everyone and welcome to NASCAR.com Studio 3. We're joined live from the R&D Center by Scott Miller. Scott, a lot happened over the weekend at Kansas. I have to imagine that NASCAR as a whole is very happy with the on-track performance. What all culminated into Kansas being such a great race?
Well, yeah, we really were obviously happy with the metrics and the race that we all witnessed. Lots of action throughout. I think that when you look back on Kansas, you know, a lot of elements there, but the kind of the rules package that we developed had that sort of track in mind, and you know, it naturally being a multi-groove racetrack and you know, high grip and a night race, I think really kind of made that one special. We looked for the other ones to be just as good, but I think those were some elements that proved out to be really good. And the truck race, aside from the package, the truck race was fantastic as well. So it's just a super racy track, and I think that both series put on a great show there.
Let's focus on Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series racing. A lot of parity through the field. You had guys like Tyler Reddick, who was just at a handful of starts, if even that, in that series. Chris Buescher running in the top 10. Roush Fenway Racing showing a little bit of a resurgence at Kansas as well. In terms of the package, did Kansas, show you guys that it's doing what you want it to do?
Well, sure. I mean, I believe that we were pretty confident going in that we would have a good show there, and you mentioned a lot of different teams running well. I think that we're going to continue to see that through the year, but it's going to be really interesting to watch and see how there's a lot of choices to be made with this package on drag versus downforce and what the performance level needs to be in those areas at the track for their cars to drive good in traffic and race well. So I think as we progress through the season, teams are still learning, and I think it will be really interesting to kind of watch how it evolves and what people do with their cars moving forward. But it's really nice to see a resurgence in performance for some of those teams that you mentioned, for sure.